Atomic Potato said.
Okay, good, good. Now, we can continue. We can start our work. So, wait, one more thing is I need to send a notification in Discord. Now we're rolling. So, uh, I actually did work not too much on the game during the week, but I did manage to make some progress, which made the game actually starting to feel like a game, like something like a good gameplay. We're starting to have like some good enough gameplay. And I'll show it in a bit once Unity starts, and while it starts, we can go ahead and open up Trello just to remember what we were doing. So I completely forgot. I remember when I first started, I did not use any Trello or any notes apps or anything. I just remembered all of the stuff. But that's bad. That was terrible. Okay. So, so I remember the damaging any entity was causing issues. Like damaging the type 1 enemy was fine, but damaging the player was not fine. It just didn't work correctly. I think like it damaged it multiple times, and yeah. I managed to improve upon the enemy, and now he's a lot more fun to play with. And he doesn't get stuck to the corners. Like he tries to avoid them as much as possible. And yeah, he will. I made it so he could definitely get stuck at some point, but like just for once. And yeah, but yeah, it tries to stick to the same position. It doesn't deviate too much from its original position. And I didn't go ahead and make a like I did not use a transform to tell it like stay around this transform. Instead, why can't I move my mouse? Something is wrong. What? I can't move my mouse past this point for some reason. I guess it's some sort of error, but even though the indicator doesn't have any I don't know. But yeah, this is what we got so far. Let me just put him with the type on the center of the room, somewhere like this. with a single punch room to be this. Cool. So yeah. Much more fun and it's like the original vision, like it's like the original prototype that I had in mind. And of course, he's not gonna be like this all the time. Uh, I mean, it's not gonna like he's not gonna be infinitely. He's gonna have that much high health. Like a couple of hits and he's gonna die. Like not too much. But as you can see, I stay around the same location while still maintaining some random values. Surprisingly, it works very well. I did not expect it to go that well. Yeah, cool. Anyway, let me just put some music because I'm bored as hell. I'm thinking what we do now to improve upon the game. So the two main mechanics are just gonna be parrying and dashing. Parrying can be used as well as a sort of attack. So if you're in a near, so if you're near a location, sort of location, uh, like if you're near an enemy, you can just parry and it will damage it. Okay, so let's just start working on that. First, open up Paint to just like figure out how it's gonna work first. So let's say this is the player right here, and once you parry, it will do like a collision check in a circular area. And if something is inside of it, it will either damage it or just parry its attack. If it's attacking, it will parry its attack. If it's not attacking, it will just damage it instead. And this will last for like an X amount of time. Let me get. So parry as for X, and if parry, if collider detects, target. And then ah, very next entity. And attacking parry deals damage. And then cancel parry and that's done. Okay. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay. I don't think entities have a way to. We don't have a way for entities to know if entities are attacking. So we may make this property make this a property of the entity. And yeah. And we could simply do this by going. Let's just first open up C#, the code. Just checking upon the stream. Cool. Yeah, let me just close all of this stuff. If I go into the entity class, we just simply add a property of is attacking, and hey, hello, eyes numbers is numbers. Welcome to the stream, my man. Yeah, so we could just do simply public bool is attacking. Now we need a way just for the what's going on. It's pretty good going so far. We're back working on the game. I remember you said yesterday you did not know what game I'm working on, and this is the one. Let me show you what I got so far. This is C#. Unity uses C#. It's like Java, but better. I like it more than Java. And that is if Unity wants to open up, so I could show you what I'm working on. Okay. Let me just run the game. Okay, so as you can see, this little red dot is the enemy in the game, and to attack it, you just dash into it, and it just tries to escape. And yeah, but definitely will not have that much health. Like it will die from a couple of hits. But that's the so far the basic, like the absolute basic of the gameplay. You just dash and it will damage the enemy you're dashing into. But yeah, it will definitely attack you back, but right now it doesn't do anything yet. So yeah, you can see it attacks in a similar manner, but just doesn't really do much. Yeah, this is it so far. Uh, no. What I'm working on is allowing you to have a way to attack, like do a melee attack, which is also at the same time is gonna be a parry. So if you attack a melee attack at the same time, some other enemy is attacking, so you just parry them instead. And if not, you just damage them. I'm not sure if it's gonna be useless, but I'll see. But yeah, so we're just gonna add this property for the entity, and only in attack states we want to be able to change this property inside the attack state. Oh, we do have like is attacking. Mm, which country, bro? You? I'm Lebanese. I'm from Lebanon, just north of Palestine. But yeah, hopefully it's an interesting country. It's not an interesting country. It's just like this very tiny country with nothing interesting at all. I wrote a lot of code, yes. Honestly, it doesn't even look that much anymore to me, but yeah, that's how it goes, like in game development or any project by any means. Like with, as time progresses, like they're gonna have so many systems, and it's gonna be hard to remember what each one does. And you're gonna definitely need to use some comments, and I'm not doing any comments. And I should definitely do that because I'll definitely forget some of this stuff if I don't use it very often. Yeah, I guess we can instead, inside the attack classes, we could just, let me just, hold on, got an idea. So if we remove this, and if we go to all of these classes where we set the attacking, we just set entity dot is attacking, set it to true, and this should be just completely public. I mean, that's the only way to do it. And unless we could like pass in a reference to the attacking states through this. Hold on, let me just check. How many programming languages do I know? I think about 6, maybe. I know C, C++, and C Sharp, so these are quite similar. Python a bit, Java, assembly, and I completely went, yeah, Prolog. That I don't think anyone uses Prolog, but I do know that they taught us that language in university. What else do I know? I guess that's all that I know. And it's, well, I do know HTML and CSS, so I'm not sure if you could count these as languages, but yeah. And PHP, yeah, I do know PHP. I'm thinking of all of the languages that I know. But I mainly just use C Sharp, so if you if I truly know a language, it's the Java and the C Sharp and C family. That's that's the languages that I properly know. how to pass your reference the variable. C sharp. I do use the ref keyword on, so if I just do ref bool is attacking. Hold on, let me just ask GPT about this. I know HTML, CSS, JavaScript a little bit, and C language. So I guess you're mainly a web developer. I do some web development. Well, it's a bit in .NET Core, but not too much. I'm mainly back in the database. So that's another one is SQL. So I'm heavily focused on SQL, like in databases in my work. But yeah, I guess you're a web developer, so hopefully you didn't. I guess you made some websites. I'm trying to make a conversation here, but I'd actually like to see if you made any websites. They're pretty interesting, actually. I do find them like, especially the front end, to be a form of art, if you could say. But yeah, web development is cool if it is front end. I don't like the back end because it's very repetitive in the workplace. Thing about C sharp that is you cannot do pointers, and if I can do pointers in C sharp, I could solve this problem that I'm having right now. Is to I just want the attack class to have this reference to this variable. You made a Netflix clone. That's pretty cool. Must be pretty tough because when I made my first website, it felt really hard to like do CSS and HTML, and it only worked on my resolution as well. So if you like just try to change the window size a little bit, it just went all messed up. So supporting multiple resolutions, I could not figure that out. Alright, so I could use the ref keyword to do I see. I see. I could do it without with a function. Like I could pass it as a parameter, but store it as a global variable. It's not completely possible. You have Instagram? Yes, I do, but I actually quit it. Like I stopped using it because it was very addictive. Like reels were very addictive. But I still do have some posts on there if you want to check them out. So, I mean, I guess I could give it to you if you want to see it. It's nothing too much. Instagram slash this one. How does it? If it could give me a link. Oops. Okay. But yeah, here you go if you want. You know what? I actually don't give a damn about this. We're gonna fix it later if we do need to. I mean, I'm the only one working on this game. It doesn't really matter. And this is just a prototype. We don't. It doesn't matter if we do these small mistakes. Instagram, cool man. I will. If you do end up following there, well, thank you for the follow first of all. But I will still post on it. Like if I do ever make a post, I'll just open it, make a post, and just leave because I don't want to get addicted to it again. And legit, once I left Instagram, it just feels way nicer. Like just life in general. I don't get this like try to avoid stuff by opening Instagram and stuff.